Well, if you think we talked about the Viksit Bharat, Viksit Bharat cannot be just only the plain India. You have to be a global power. Okay? And that is the reason we have to develop our this global competitiveness in all aspects.
Actually snatched up crime from his day-to-day activities and is giving our students some pleasure. Indeed, it's a pleasure to have such a senior academician, and he has come all the way from Agra. I was just splendid to hear that sir is here for this event with all of you. Why am I so thankful to both of them? The reason is that actually having people in the campus is not a big deal for ITM. We have events and we have people. But having someone of the experience, I don't know how many students have really heard what professor was talking over here and what he was trying to mention when he showed his motivation comes from something. If we cannot go there, get that to earth. So I really don't know how many of you all have actually heard to what he was trying to tell. If you have heard it, you will understand that it takes a lot of courage, a lot of experience, and a lot of hard work to even think of something like that what sir has put forward. Then that was one extreme of the talk that we have heard. And the other extreme was how Mr. Pathak was trying to connect indirectly or directly all of you to the corporate which you are supposed to go within 6 months or maybe within 1 year if you are in first year. So that is the charm of this dais today, which even Professor Chauhan very rightly said that we have an academician and we have an corporate person. So that makes the charm. So a round of applause for all of you, for the organizers, for managing this. Can you clap yourselves? Now, listening to me is a regular task for all of you. So I will just see how much time we have and then we'll start talking. So I was given 5 minutes or 10 minutes time, and your event is supposed to end by 12:20. So by hook or by crook, I have 11 minutes time I can bore you. So I will not do that. I will not take all 11 minutes and start boring you. But a couple of things, as I always sit and observe, is for the students. You all first have to be listeners and not dozers. You cannot sit and doze when somebody is speaking. These are some general ethics which I really want in my students. You all are very good spectators, but unless you dwell inside the talk, what they are saying, what they are trying to say, what message are they conveying for you, all this hard work of your department, bringing everybody together, bringing people from their busy schedule goes in vain. How can it be that a speaker has been talking for 20 minutes and we don't have one single question for him? So, I know it's the same story everywhere these days, but it's my job. I always try to wake them up that look, you are management students. You all are the ones who are going to lead us a couple of years down the line. And if you have stopped asking questions, please start asking questions. If you don't do that, you are leading nowhere. Right now, where the world is just one amongst them and going there. I wanted to ask a couple of things, but I did not. Why I did not? Because I found that you all are just sitting, you all are quiet, you all are not making nuisance, but you all are not inside the talk. Yes, in couple of my events of interaction with you all, I have told you all that you first become a listener, because today's crowd doesn't know how to listen. His attention span is just 1 minute 20 seconds of that span of a video. And if that is not interesting, he has his finger to start about. So we all have to understand that what technology has done to you is something that is not helping people to make AIS IA. IA का मतलब आप लोगों ने पकड़ा भी नहीं क्या मतलब अभी सर ने बोला भी आईए क्या होता है? What is IA? इंटेलिजेंट असिस्टेंट। अगर आपको आर्टिफिशियल इंटेलिजेंस को बनाना है तो आपको क्वेश्चंस पूछने पड़ेंगे, आपको आपका स्पैन बढ़ाना पड़ेगा। अभी आप AI ड्रिवन है। ये जो वीडियोस आते हैं जिसको आप स्क्रॉल कर देते हैं, व्हाट इज दैट? It is driving you. Please stop that. Know what to read from where to read. It will make sense. Do you know your chairperson is trying to cover a huge thing over here. Research methodology is something different. You can talk for more than a week's time on research methodology. You can dwell for more than a week's time in IPR. And entrepreneurship, it's an ocean. But have you ever thought, आप लोगों को क्या लगता है इन तीनों चीज को एक साथ क्लब करके एक ही दिन में साइमल्टेनियसली 4 सेशंस हो रहे हैं? आपने अगर देखा होगा आपका ये from 1:30 to 3:30 you have 4 sessions, of which 2 are offline and 2 are online. Why was it made so compact and why did you all plan on doing it in just one day? I take my message as that same attention span which you all have reduced like anything for yourselves. Please work on that. This should have been a session of at least 3 days, having focus on 1 day for the 3 major things that have been covered. But yes, the topic is very good. Why? Because you all are going to go out and you don't have any other education left for you other than job and PhD. PhDs only those will do who really want to go for teaching or research, which I don't see most of our MBA students doing. Our MBA students look for a job. How much job is available, you know that. How many are placed, you know that. How many we are pushing in the institute, through our institute innovation council for some startup, some establishment of your own. The last word, entrepreneurship, is what we want to address. But unless you do research, you cannot go for entrepreneurship. Unless you know how important IPR is, you cannot become an entrepreneur. So hence all these 3 things are connected. Can I request those 2 girls to please stop talking and listen to what I'm saying? If you are not finding it interesting, that door is very big. You can very easily go. So my only appeal to all the students is that yes, you all have become listeners, but prove that you all are listening. Don't just sit and be busy with something and your face shows that you are not listening. Because the one who's speaking here is, if not exactly double your age, at least you know how many times your age. So, the grey hairs have come in through teaching, or the grey hairs have come in through handling HR or human resource. Both are very challenging. Leading HR is how challenging to some extent is known to the director, the administrative position of the institute. And dealing with students is so challenging, is very well known to your teachers. So just sitting there doesn't solve purpose. So this is your last opportunity. After this, you are to face the world. If you don't know how to listen well and how to ask questions, be prepared for becoming another sheep in the crowd which is already there. I would suggest you still have 2-3 very major events that are following up. Again, the last bench, last line there. Both of you boys. Yes, you all are not listening. You all are just putting your head down and thinking that I am not seeing you. Don't do that. Call him also. Call your neighbor. Yes, don't talk. From here, I can see everybody who is talking. Yes, I'm telling you, don't do that. So, you have 3 more events that are lined up. I don't want you all to keep mum and sit. Even your stupid questions are important. Because unless you start asking them, you will never ask questions, and whatever wrong happens to you, you will never ask a question for that. We want you all to go out. सबसे पहली बात है, ITM wants you all to go out as responsible citizens. And a responsible citizen must ask questions. That is very important. So I was very happy seeing everybody in discipline, because these days having students in discipline in itself is very challenging. Thanks to the dummy schools. because students have forgotten going to school. They do not know what is discipline, what is punctuality, what is sitting at one place and getting bored. They don't know that because there is no schooling. And it's okay, you learn it in your life, but there are 3 more events or 2 more events that your department is doing, a national, international conference I think, and 1 more FDP or LDP they are doing. So I want you all to speak. It is okay if the whole hall is not full. I would be even happier अगर इतने ही बच्चे होते, लेकिन ये बच्चे interactive होते. There's no fun doing activities for students who are not interested. So it is my appeal to all of you, please understand, doing any event is not that easy. You really do not know how your faculty members and the student coordinators get involved in doing things. Please ask questions. That is my only appeal to all of you, because I was seeing students are sitting, they are not chatting to each other, but they are not physically present. So your next step is to be physically present in what you are doing. Have you all got me?
Yes, ma'am.
And you start doing that and you see you will fetch results. ये जो आप लोगों का इंटरव्यू में हम लोग बात करते हैं ना कि हमारे स्टूडेंट्स क्यों बात नहीं करते हैं, इसलिए बात नहीं करते हैं क्योंकि आपको प्राउड स्पीकिंग नहीं आता है. आप लोग डरते ही रहते हो कि मैं सवाल पूछूंगा या पूछूंगी तो क्या होगा. Stop doing all that. We are all here and we all have to do that. इंटरव्यू सभी को फेस करने हैं. ये सब जब आप ऐसे क्राउड में बैठ के क्वेश्चंस करते हैं, सुनते हैं, अपना दिमाग चलाने की कोशिश करते हैं, it helps you out in interviews. So hence I felt that motivation is okay, blessings are always there. As Preeti was just saying, we just motivate them and bless them. But generally for me it's not motivation. I want you all to improve, and I am like the mother of this institute, right? When my mother speaks, no, she speaks like this only. तुमने ये नहीं किया है, इसको तुम्हें और करना है, ये अभी सही नहीं हुआ है, इसको सही करिए. तो मैं तो हमेशा वही करूंगी, और आप सब लोग ये जानते हैं, जो सुन ले, जो समझ लें, वो जब रिटर्न आते हैं ना पास आउट होने के बाद 10-15 साल बाद, वो बोलते हैं. और जो नहीं समझते वो भी 15 साल बाद आके बोलते हैं, अगर सुन लेते तो अच्छा होगा. So mercy आपकी है. Thank you very much. And I know I may have hurt a few of my students, but it is okay. थोड़ा hurt होना सीखिए. And next time I don't want you all sitting mum. You should ask questions. Relevant questions तो बहुत अच्छे हैं. Silly questions तो तभी अच्छा है. At least पूछना तो शुरू किया. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Ma'am, here's one question. Can we ask that?
Look at my motivations. Are there many questions? Can I request the guests to come here, because I think the students have prepared some more felicitation for you as well. Please come. So I take the pleasure because मैंने सबको motivate किया, तो question मैं ही पूछती हूँ. How can social entrepreneurship intersect with IPR to drive sustainable impact? ChatGPT बढ़िया कर लिया है, क्योंकि तीनों चीजें इसमें आ गई हैं. बस मैडम आपने सस्टेनेबिलिटी कहीं डाला नहीं है क्या? एक चीज मिसिंग हो गया, आपने कीवर्ड ChatGPT को रिसर्च मेथोडोलॉजी नहीं दिया. चलिए कोई बात नहीं, बट क्वेश्चन पूछिए. इस क्वेश्चन का मीनिंग क्या निकल रहा है वो दोनों गेस्ट समझ लेंगे. I think what you are trying to ask is that social entrepreneurship intersects with IPR to drive sustainable growth. Social entrepreneurship with IPR to drive sustainable growth. How is it possible? So this is the question that they have asked. Well, I am still trying to understand the question, but
when we are thinking, it, first of all, I am very thankful to ma'am who is just motivating the students in such a way. And it's very important to ask the question. See, the interaction is always the two ways. Only as a speaker, if I am speaking, it's not close. Okay? And tomorrow, you will be the ambassador of the ITM. ITM is known, will be known by you, not by this building. what you are performing in real life, that will be the image of this institute. Okay, so regarding that, if you see that, as the question starts from like the social entrepreneurship. What is the social entrepreneurship? How will you make a difference in entrepreneurship and social entrepreneurship? This word itself is giving the answer what you try to ask, if I'm not wrong. Okay? Social entrepreneurship, committed to the society, committed to the world. As I said, no one can live in isolation. The industry is working for whom? By the people, of the people, for the people. Isn't it? It's not of the meaning of the democracy, but it's the mool mantra of the industry. Can any industry work in isolation? Why we are working? To whom we are working? Okay? So when you talked about EPR or all these things, these are the some jargon words, or in my personal view, it's a subset of set social entrepreneurship. So it's not outside that. And sustainability, not for only today, for tomorrow, ek aur maro, or maarte raho. That's the sustainability. Okay? Because man is mortal, but the economy, society, country, these are all. Any road, but your goal is ultimately the sustainability or to work for the society and itself, IPRS or all these things. So, in my personal view, whatever the answer you are looking for, itself heading the word social responsibility. And last but not the least, well, I've seen that so many people, when we are talking, and as an MBA final year students, what you have to do? I have to do the job, I have to do the job. Why you people are the always job seekers rather than try to become the job providers? Work for entrepreneurship. Start, as we have the word startup. Okay? Think. Take a very small step, but take your own. As I just said, whatever we are talking about, it's all about our ethics. Each and everything has been mentioned in our epics, from say Ramayana to Mahabharata or all these things. Okay? Nothing is just what we are doing. We are adopting the concepts. Nowadays, concepts repacked by the Western world and given to us. But if you see, you know that from where the concept of the trusteeship came first of all? Isn't it from Ramayana? What did the Bharat? Isn't? Huh? He just worked as a look after of the estate or the kingdom belongs to the Lord Ram. So isn't it a concept of the trusteeship? What the trusteeship is, we are working without any profit for others, on behalf of the others. So that's this one. So be the entrepreneurs. और यही चीज जो मैं बात कर रहा था कि पहले से अगर आप देखें हमारे एपिक्स में कहा था उत्तम खेती मध्यम बान, है ना? Chakri Greek Nidan. What does it mean? Uttam Keti means agriculture, best, our own. Uttam Keti Madhyam Ban means how good to do the business, but to do the job, it's nothing. It's a substitute of bagging. So, जैसे कहते हैं ना कि अपने पैरों पे खड़े होके दिखलाओ, ठीक है? छोटे step, but our own. So I always ask my student, try to be a job provider. Yes, road is not easy. There will be the very bumping road. Okay, but whatever you are earning, not by money wise, and it would work from.
Your words truly have captured the essence of our event. Next, I'd like to request Mr. Ash Kumar, Organizer of SUSPIRE 7.0, to kindly felicitate our Thank you so much, sir. Now, I would like to request Dr. Ravikant Bajpayee, Organizing Secretary of SUSPIRE 7.0, to kindly felicitate our Chief Guest, Professor Dr. Vijay Kumar Gangwal. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you to all our reputed dignitaries. Now, I would like to request you all to please proceed to Kaveri Mess for lunch. Lunch is now being served. Thank you so much.